Okay, good morning. We are in a tight one against Royal Assassins here today. It's very, very tight at the top on this one. The awards, Kevin Owes hold a great shot there. It's hold a full shot. So it'd be nice if we can hold on to take that award and take the 300 points. 300 points per award. Tom has holed a lovely putt there. That will take some beating. And this is where it's going to get interesting. This is all about volume, total putt, distance, hold. So the more rounds we play, the more chance we have of that. This one is the one I'm after. Birdie or better, 35%. Wolf, okay, it's heavy wind, but at Wolf that is not a great statistic. We should be able to get that up upwards of their 37%. So I'd like us to get that. If we hold the long shot, there's not so many chances to shoot more than 88 yards. It'll tend to be a shorter shot than that that you'd hold here. But nevertheless, that is also a possibility. So what we need to do here, they have used 3 super passes. These are the scores here. One might be a super pass, but if it is, it's a terrible one. I think that is a super pass, a terrible super pass, if that's the case. We've only used 2. I've used 2. Psycho Dad's had a very good score in amongst some of ours there. But these 2 are extremely big. Well, that is a terrible score. On a super pass, that is an abysmal score at Wolf Creek, because there's eagle and birdie opportunities galore. So we are going to try and knock these down. What's important here, the 6, 5, 4, 3 times multipliers, those are critical. We need to try and nudge these guys down. I'd like to nudge that down as well. But it's high winds, and I've had some shitty winds so far. Some really, really bad winds. It's been hard to get the eagles. The only chance I've had is on hole 5, which thankfully I've taken twice, but that's all we've had. So we're going to have a go. Leave a little bit of time left for a final round or 2, which we can decide whether we want to use blues or greys for that. I'm going to leave the grey pass till later. That's an unusual strategy. But just in case we need to try and go and hold a long putt or something like that, it's nice to be able to do that on a grey. You do not want to be doing silly things on a super pass. Okay, that was another terrible wind. Another terrible wind. I'll probably get there. But this is not good. When you get this terrible wind and you're on the apparel, so you've got the extra distance, you can't go here. Here is totally hosed. You have to go down this left-hand side and let it feed back in if you're going to miss it. It's fine if it rolls straight up there towards the hole, obviously, but it won't always do that. So miss it a little bit left. 251, 263, add a bit for that. I mean, we're just going to have to hit this as hard as we can. Nope. Where's that going? My goodness God, where did that go? How did that go left to where I aimed it? Gremlins. 3 wood just goes where it pleases sometimes, unfortunately. So, we wouldn't have got all the way to the flag. We'll just have to get a sandy and a birdie. Possibly hole this, but it's pretty unlikely. It's pretty unlikely. Everything breaks left to right. We don't want to dribble down the ridge, so we'll try and play over this way a little bit to allow for that. This is going to play about, as a rule of thumb, probably 27. I want to hit it. I'm going to add about 30% going up that hill, 35, and it's going to release and roll to the right. I'm going to go a little further over there. 35, maybe not that much. I'd rather be a little below though. There we go. Pin out. Don't want to hit that on the full. There. No heartbeat, that's not a good sign. But that's a pretty decent effort, we'll take that. Take a birdie, get off. It was a rubbish wind. Rubbish wind, a bit of M on the 3-wood, I think. And yeah, it did not want us to make the eagle. We didn't. So we'll just get off there. Move to the next tee. Really good wind here would be nice. That's not the wind we're looking for. A big heavy tailwind we could got there. Now you need to be careful with this. You can see from this angle in the middle of the fairway it's a headwind from there, so the wind is sort of going this direction. That means we cannot get there. This is a good place to sort of eye up where you think you can get to though, this spot here. I think we just bang it down here. I don't want to go in here. That's a bad spot. I don't think I can get there, so that's good. Let's just whack it down there. Bit of an off ding. Hold it against the wind. Boom.
That's a huge drive.
Got quite a long way over there. About 4 of wind, 2 or 3 of elevation, 756 over there. That's going to play about that. Go in the hole, go in the hole, go in the hole, no. Good distance. Tap it in, get off. Now this is a difficult hole coming up. It's not a bad wind though. 21 times. So we want to land this about here, somewhere in this little area. It's got to get over that. If it doesn't get over that, that's problems. It'll probably run to the back of the green, but on 12s it can roll back down a bit. So we're aiming here. 207 on the carry, plus 22 for the wind. For the elevation, sorry, 229. Less the wind, which is about 8 or 9. That's a kind of a sweet distance. That's 219. Go way over here. About there. Pin out. Let's go. Bit of a push. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Get up. Just the off ding. That was a poor strike, wasn't it? Holeable. Holeable putt. I don't think I've got a note on this. No. Nope. We'll take that. 2 on there is a real card booster. Not great wind, that one. Push us the wrong way, and it's also going to leave us a tricky, somewhat tricky approach as well. Of course, it's going to want to spin like crazy. So we've got about 9 of wind, 2 of elevation, 90, 92. A little right. Let's try and hold this. Goodness, big pull. It might be all right. I aimed a bit right. Yeah, got away with it. I was aiming over here, hoping it would come down that way and into the pot. But that was never going in the hole. Oof, that only just went in. Interesting wind, this one. Yeah, probably okay there. Let's just go a bit further right. I don't want to go in the bunker. That would be criminal.
That's a huge drive.
So, yak. That's an awkward distance. That's a really awkward distance. Two choices here. It's a full backspin 9-iron, which, as you can see, was my instinctive reaction was to go for that. Alternatively, there's a slight backspin pitching wedge landing in this corner and rolling around there, and I just actually I've changed my mind, and I kind of fancy that one. It's going to play about 120 yards, to about that. If anything, this will be a little bit long, and that is okay. We're going to go a bit too far left, knowing that it'll feed this way. Everything feeds this way. And it also gives us a little bit further room over that ridge going this way. So can I get away with a bit more backspin than that, just to try and grip it? No, don't be greedy. Yeah, we knew that was slightly long, but we've left a good putt. The problem with being short, if you go down that ridge, you roll all the way at the front of the green, and that's not a good place to be. Now this is a super fast bendy one. We knew that was the penalty for playing safe, but we should be able to hold this. I like that.
Solid putt.
Important to get that eagle. It's a good wind. Very good wind. A bit further over there. There we go.
That's a
We've got to
huge
pitch straight
drive.
up the green. Give me a break. No, it's not going to give me any sort of an overhead view. It's just a joke. Okay. A bit of spin on this one. 34, 32. It's going to play with that amount of spin. It's going to play close to that. What happened there? What happened there? What on earth happened there? I hit that 62%. That's 30. Wow. Something a bit screwy there. Haven't seen that for a long time. Double breaker here. Looks like he wants to go sort of that way than that. Yeah. Okay. Prayer to the wind gods. I've had terrible winds on here. The whole clash. Come on. One time. Good wind. Yes. Get in there. So, our first job is to judge the actual wind direction. From here it looks like this camera's going up there, not to the T. The T is over there. That looks like it is more crosswind. That looks like it is more of a tailwind, 50, sort of 45 degrees, right? Maybe even slightly more tail. I tend to think it's midway between the two. So we're going to have to hit this miles to the right. Let's first start with the distance. 3 to 5. I want to play this. And it is going to be somewhere right away over here. Far rather miss this right. I've got all sorts of things to pull me back towards the hole over here. That is just a difficult putt. So 3, 2, 5, and it's realistically, it's not that much wind. It's not sort of a 20-yard wind. It is probably a 15 or so wind. It leaves me about 310. So we will hit it about there. And hope and pray. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Everything tells me this wants to go left to right, and it's about there. But there's something tells me that there's a little bit of this wants to kink to the left. There we go, there it goes. See, that's going over there. Yeah, it goes over there and then comes back. You can tell I've missed this one before, right? There was just something telling me that it goes that way. Yeah, you can see the dots are going everywhere. Okay, we are going there and we are just going to fire it. Don't go that way.
Drained it.
Got the break, we got the break, we got the wind. Made up for the first a bit. Oh, this hole is a beast. Again, is another tricky wind. It's cost me 2 balls so far, this clash. Neither were particularly bad shots. They both bounced on the edge of the green and kicked in the water. So, well, it could be worse. I mean, it's a better wind coming in from the left than from the right. So I think this is going to play direction-wise. About 14 or 15, and tail of about similar sort of thing, 14, 15. So 2, 2, 5 less, 15, 2, 10. There's nothing but trouble long. Long is terrible, so we are not going to mess with being long. I'd rather dump it in the middle of the green and walk off with a 5. Well, don't want to walk off with a 5, but walk off with a par. I'm going to go a little bit further left as well. It's just been the wind from this height seems to just want to go further than you would like. So I've gone way left, hoping that I can avail of this little slope to bring it in. 210. It's going to fly about 220 on that breeze. Take off a bit. Let's go. That's got to be good. That's got to be good. We had a fraction left of the ding, which is perfect. Come back, come back, come back. We'll take that. Bendy nasty one. So you're doing these, you sort of see the roll, and then you just line it up on the apex, which is out there. That's the apex, right? A little bit worried that's going too high. Is it going to come back? Slightly in it a bit harder. Difficult hole navigated. That's the first birdie I've made this clash on that hole. Had all sorts of problems on there. It's really difficult wind sometimes. Okay, this is a nice wind. Straight head. You can't reach off this back tee. Off the master tees, it's a great eagle opportunity. You can blast it all the way up there. Off the back tees, they're sort of 100 yards back. You can see the difference between the two there. That's the master, that's the big boy tee. You can't get anywhere near, so it's not really a problem if you're well back here. It's about 7 of headwind, and that's probably going to play about another 6 of elevations, or 1378. When you put topspin on it, never quite has the same impact. Wind as normal, and short is slightly better here. This is quite a straight putt. This is just a bendy, nasty one. This is kind of okay over here. Anyway, let's try and put it in the pot. Don't have to be messing with putts of any distance. Let's tap this in. Yeah, 11 under would be a good score. That should, I'll take the top slot and will help us no end that. Yeah, pleased with that. 268.25 is always nice. 2 eagles, big drive, they're teeing off the top of the cliff at Wolf. We're in the sand somewhere. Where was that? Oh, on the first, we're in the bunker on the first. No dings at all. It goes to show you though, right? You don't need to hit the ding. Because I didn't hit it once. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Wonder whether I should have shown you that. Yeah, that takes us well clear. And how are we doing on the awards now? Oh, we're still a bit behind. Okay, I will play a couple of greys and see if we can do something about that. Hope that's useful. Thank you for watching.